Welcome to Game Does Play Games, where you can watch games and practice game design. And today we are back with more Academagia,
where we're gonna do better, mo better.
It's still day one, but the third episode. So here we go. All right. Anyway, last we checked, it was the end of the day, and it says afternoon or morning, and I don't know what this means.
You exchanged something. Knapsack. Auxiliary athletic field items in this place. Oh, so this is what you currently have in your knapsack. If you found something in those athletic fields, you could maybe like take it and put it in your knapsack.
All right then.
So you just have like letters and shit.
Yeah. Oh, I don't want that in my sack anymore.
Knapsack's pretty full. Oh, I guess you have more space than I thought.
But still, like without these letters, I'd be able to put a lot more in.
Do you think you could drop things?
No.
Like maybe scroll down at the bottom of
oh my. Okay.
Maybe try right-clicking it. No? Nothing? Can you, like, drag it into the Great Hall? Yeah, just leave it there. I don't need this. Don't need that. Don't need that.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they separated them each page of that letter into its own item.
It's a big book.
Just leave that for someone else. I think the idea is maybe you're supposed to drop that off in your room so you can get it later. You're just like, I'm gonna leave this in the Great Hall. Fuck it. You're like, I don't need this. I'm pompous as hell.
Oh, that's good. All right, let's go. We're gonna attend class this Monday.
Yeah.
10 class.
Do it.
All right, you are in the forest looking for a special bark for one of your potions. You find the appropriate tree, but just as you start to gather the bark, you hear a commotion behind you. When you look around, you see the Avalyn Sensibu running toward you in a panic, and you can certainly see why. She seems to have a lush green leaf sprouting on top of her head. She starts babbling incoherently in panic about how she ended up with a plant on her head, but you do get the feeling she wants your help in getting the leaves off.
Well, first of all, who is the Eveline? Oh, this is a person. You see Eveline.
She's nosy. She always tells people things that they're doing wrong or mistakes or whatever.
We should. Well, then obviously we should ignore her.
I mean, we could. The only reason we help her is if she's going to do something for us later.
Collect favors.
Yes.
All right, so
seeds.
Ignore her.
Know that there are seeds that can reverse the effect. With little knowledge of the subject, you botany?
Maybe try shrinking the text. Maybe it's just like getting cut off and doesn't like scroll well. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's a little buggy. So, with a little knowledge of the subject, you could find some.
Oh my.
Okay, so it's just find.
What if I go or reverse? You can reverse the effect with little knowledge of the. Damn you. Maybe I'm like going too far down.
I think. Oh, there you go. So just don't use the scroll wheel.
You can find some brew. Help your classmate. You can brew a simple concoction to kill the plant growing on top of her head. So,
up to you, man.
Basically, help her, or I don't know, whatever.
Well, it's like help her by finding seeds or brew a potion or a concoction.
Right. Brewing a potion.
Yeah.
All right. Doing it.
Boom.
Oh.
You were on the right page.
Okay.
There you go.
Botany just happens to be one of your strongest subjects. It is.
It is now.
Shouldn't be too hard. And you don't mind helping out your fellow student. You want someone to do the same for you. You're pretty sure Weed Killer will do the trick. You mix up something with your mortar and pestle, and smear it over Aveline's head. It's burning! She shrieks, and tries to rip tries to wipe it off. But it's too late. The plant seems to like what your Weed Killer I'm not reading this incorrectly, right?
Looks like your botany studies seem to like what your weed could use some more work killer.
All right.
And now instead of the after all. What?
Oh my god. Oh wait.
It's just seems to like.
So wait, this is one. I thought this was like
No, yeah, we're totally reading this wrong. The plant seems to... Okay, let's talk about this.
All right.
I'm not a fan of the dual column system because it's not dividing enough to break up the text, so it's really easy to do exactly what we just did and read across both spans. I think that the space for reading the text would feel less cumbersome if it just spanned across the entire page. They probably broke it up that way to make it feel like you're speeding through reading things faster than you are, but really I think it doesn't benefit that feeling enough.
Right.
Like one thing, I think my biggest criticism in the writing so far is that it's very redundant. They say like the same thing multiple times,
And then like throws you off in a the writing could use a little work here and there.
So it just could be more concise, and I think that would further remove the need of dividing it into those two columns, if that makes sense. So I guess it was all good then. Attend class glamour, you attend class calligraphy and grammar. Afternoon, you get negation, rhetoric, astrology, and then you rested.
Matters of concern to you. Parent approval, 20.
Ding.
You've decreased relationships between Aveline's Sensibu and yourself by 1. You increased your poison skill step by 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, girl.
I think that's a pretty good trade-off.
I'll take it.
Listen, you were just our guinea pig this whole time.
Ooh, all right, cool.
Oh, okay, so it tells you can go back and like review what you actually did during those days. That's kind of nice.
Okay, cool. Next day, man. Let's do it.
Hell yeah.
This is what we came here for.
While on patrol, you notice someone searching around Ikanikix Hall. This is why I'm reading now. You move closer. Hiding behind a bush, you pull down a branch and take a long, hard look at the suspect. It's Alan Discall. He looks inquisitive. Look at this feather thing.
What is... I'm not even really holding this right.
It's like resting on the edges of my fingers.
What a peculiar thing.
After a few more moments spying on him, you realize he's trying to break into Ikanik's Hall.
I wish... You know how, like, you can look at what... I wish it would tell me what Ikanik's Hall is.
It's a hall, man.
All
What
right.
more do you want?
Alan is always poking his nose into nooks and crannies. Alright, so leave him alone. Diplomacy, we could talk to him. Or courage, shake him off. Or, oh, wait. Okay, okay, there's options.
Ooh,
Alright,
or use glamour, scare him off.
Diplomacy, courage, glamour, observation.
Why is this one blue or purple, whatever color this is?
Maybe that's a special skill because we have...
Oh, that would be a good way of indicating like what special things that we have available to us based on our like setup.
Or maybe
we just need like a
red
key.
is like...
Evil.
Yeah.
Renegade. +2 renegade points.
So I'd say we either go diplomacy, glamour, or watch him. What do you think?
Up to you, buddy.
Pick one.
I mean, I personally think we should do diplomacy because we need clan members.
Also, we're really good at it.
Yeah.
That is like our thing.
It's our jam, man. You jog up to Alan and interrupt his break-in attempt. You know that he's something of an amateur treasure hunter, but breaking into buildings is not his style. He explains that he's trying to get into Ikanik's Hall to retrieve a homework assignment he needs to finish by tomorrow morning. You understand and help Alan fetch his homework, but on your way out of Ikanik's Hall, like they don't need to keep saying Ikanik's Hall.
Isana 6. Isana 6?
It doesn't matter what it is. They don't have to keep saying it. We know what hall they're referring to at this point. Professor Orsi catches you. You tried to explain to him what you were doing, but he doesn't care. He gives you both and Alan reprimands.
Oh.
Can we glamour him? What are you doing here? I really wish that's how it worked.
It's like some RPG shit. You've learned about... we learned about negation classroom.
Look it. I mean, I feel like we should already know about it because, you know, we studied
I felt that
there.
way too.
Maybe it's that we know how to break into it.
That's actually kind of cool. Apparently all the desks are in the corners of the room so that the center can just be a giant arcane symbol.
Yeah, that's cool.
So yeah, I guess that's a place we can go to study more, like specifically for negation. That's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, maybe that just means we've unlocked it as like another option in our various affairs.
Zoe Millis succeeded at compete. Eddie's merit was increased by 3 by Zoe Millis. You have caused yourself to be reprimanded by Orso Orsi. She was actually talking about that guy too. You have gained work on negation extra credit. Gained.
Oh. Every few weeks you have the option of putting in a few more hours into negation classroom and earning a couple of points of extra credit toward your final grade. It's actually a very generous of Professor Bariardi. Most of the instructors aren't so welcoming. So breaking in actually he was like, well, since you broke in, you want to do extra work?
I think that's different though.
Maybe it is.
Yeah, this is from the negation classroom.
Oh, okay. So he was just he was
been
cool.
reprimanded, but nothing seems to be happening. Like, so his reprimand was like, don't do that. We're like, oh.
Yeah, you'd think that our house would lose points.
That's kind of what I figured was going to happen.
I mean, like, our house kind of sucks right now. We only have 6 points. There are other ones that had like 15. Falling behind, man.
Can we look at... Where was that place that we looked at our house's strengths and who's winning? It was somewhere.
One of these. Maybe it's
attributes, abilities, skills and research, magic.
Oh shit.
That's fun. Magic.
Themes.
What are themes?
I think that's our types of like the spells themselves.
Did not mean to do that.
So we can induce anger, we can exaggerate. I don't know what part would be.
It's part ways.
Oh, maybe.
No, nothing special happened this time.
Oh, wow. All right.
Learned about semantics SP1.
Can you click that? From Why This World or That by... So best to exemplify what I'm talking about, chanting as you cast a magic spell. It is your efforts that create the spell, or is it your words? Do you even need the words? What if you say nothing and attempt to cast the spell? What if you say something else? This is part of semantics, the meaning behind the words. That's actually kind of cool.
I mean, that's what a semantic is, a spell component. But what? Okay, that's great. I guess. What does that do for us?
It'll come up later.
Maybe. All right.
I think a lot of these things just come up when there's context for it.
Astrology. You've learned about O Silver Coin by Loflorius.
O Silver Coin in the sky, how you shine in the night amongst the twinkling stars. Are you the same as them, or are you something different? Perhaps someone should ask. Oh, I think there's more above. We get the point.
No, there's not. It's just.
Oh, really?
It's just like a little poem.
Weird that the scroll bar. See the scroll bar on that? It was like defaults to the bottom. If there's no scroll.
I've learned about knowledge.
My God.
Oh, it's a theme now.
Oh.
Will enjoy increase. Okay, users of the knowledge theme will enjoy increases of 2 points to both their sleuthing and famous dilemma skill. The difficulty level 6. Most educated wizards know that to kill a Geladak bat, one needs only to expose it to natural sunlight. All right. Okay.
Sweet.
We can look up that spell later, I guess. What else?
You rested. Still have good parent approval? Our house sucks. We're in the bottom.
Well, crap.
We got to do some crazy shit.
Yeah,
Maybe we should
do
switch
something
it up.
besides. Okay, we could compete. We could.
Or we could choose to not sleep.
Ooh.
Like go to class and then just cause some mayhem.
All right.
Or we could cast a spell.
We have no spells. Wait.
Awesome.
Good.
Abilities?
Grapple for the crowds. Any student with a challenge can wrestle. Oh, this is like a physical grappling.
So this is the one of the other people did.
Yeah.
So maybe Oh, you can work on that extra credit.
Yeah.
Ah, shit. Weird that it's listed under abilities. You'd think that would be like additional tasks rather than abilities.
Yeah.
I guess you have the ability to do these things.
Students are always invited to help preparations for potions, drafts, and palliative unguents at the Academy Infirmary. They don't need to have any pre-existing skills so much as a willingness to follow orders precisely and suffer. Ooh. A session with the flask will only earn you 10 pims, but it also expands your understanding of negation methods and a random brew sub-skill. We could be the poison master, man.
That would be pretty legit.
Wait. No, I still want a 10 class. Alright, so this action, 10 class. Done. This action, screw resting.
Yeah, we don't need no stinking sleep.
We're gonna make some potions. Do it.
Plus, I'm curious to see how stress affects us.
All right,
okay,
10
so...
class, 10 class. Stress bonus. I think we just... Here, let's just do one. Screw it. Haha. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
All right. Expand? What does all this expanding mean? Okay.
Yeah, these categories are not super clear. Like, that... I don't know if it's just the wording or if, like, maybe each of them needs a little, like, question mark button. You click it and it's like, you do this thing with this. Or, like, maybe they should dynamically show those when you can change things.
Yeah.
Because it seems like they always show it when we can't always change things.
It's also weird that it's showing my name under each of them. It's like, can I use a different student?
Yeah, that's a little weird too.
Maybe my click, like I can choose what my click does.
So it's like the UI is kind of unintuitive in a lot of spots.
I know, and I know the reviews, like everybody seems pretty happy with the game, but the major complaint that anybody has is just the user interface.
And like, to be fair, it's really hard to get that right for a game that has a lot of nuance like this one does. And it's the nuance that makes this game fun, ultimately.
Yeah.
But building an interface around that, it's got to be a nightmare.
I can't imagine it being easy, yes. Rounding a corner, a banner for sale at one of the local shops whips into your face. Although your first instinct is to walk away, something catches your eye. Surely the price listed is a misprint? It's still fairly early in the day, and you could probably point it out to the shop's kindly owner before too many people notice. On the other hand, you could just as easily take advantage of this sale and make some profit for your own. All right. Fix it yourself and go about your day.
I feel like that's
economy.
silly.
Take advantage of the mistake. We are economy-ish.
Opportunists, I think, is...
Well, no, I mean, like, literally, I think we have the economy skill.
Oh. Perception, as anyone else knows this. I feel like that's beat the crowd to the store and point out the mistake. I mean...
No. Money.
Yup.
Done.
Greed lights up in your eyes as you realize that this is the prime opportunity to turn a little profit. You quickly buy more than a few of the items on sale. When the crowd comes to take advantage of the sale, the shopkeeper has to inform that he's sold out. Yes! Oh, we're such shitheads.
What do we buy? Oh, here it is.
Just something.
All right. You've learned about the beauty and images skin deep.
Ew.
Yeah. You've learned about impression. Is this a new spell?
Ah.
By 1 point each, the difficulty is 4. Increased glamour. Wait, what is this? Impression theme. Yeah, it's another theme. Increases. I wonder exactly what the theme is.
Yeah, I mean, it's in the same grouping as, like, spells, and it's spells and themes, so, like, I don't know, maybe it's, like, themes are little, like, whoop, do this little thing with a little effect, but it's, like, a minor perk, and maybe spell is, like, you have to have specific components in order to do it. That's my guess. Especially because...
it gives them a difficulty...
Yeah, and I feel like if the spells require special components like ingredients, then it kind of helps justify the inventory system. That's my hope, I guess, is that it does something like that.
Skies have darkened and the winds have whipped up. It is time you must return home. Mage knew it was his time. He waited for all of his life for this moment. This was his chance to create his legend. Chance? Man. That is a G. That should be a C. Okay. Anyway, to set himself up for life. After returning to his guild and family, he would be known as the mage who conquered the evil of the Scarlet Imp. he would be respected and honored.
Cool.
All right. Yeah. Learned
Unheard
about
speech. Rhetoric. All right. You learned about... Explains the moon to her daughter. All right. The importance of astrology.
So it's just like little lore things. I wonder if like you read this and then later on they'll mention it and you have to know it or not. Ooh. So maybe if you've learned about it, somebody brings up, people like, yeah, you know, Bargolis, and like if you know about it, you're like, oh yeah, the importance of astrology, and like it does a thing.
That'd be pretty cruel, I think. But at the same time, it would justify the effort spent in learning and engrossing yourself in the lore.
Maybe it's not about the player knowing. Maybe it's about the character knowing.
That I think
would be a lot more fair.
Yeah, exactly.
God, so many things.
Increase your stress by 1. Increase your poison skill step by 1. You increase your negation methods skill step by 1. You learned about the infirmary. And you increase your money by 10.
Matters that concern you. You've increased your money by 15.
Hey, you gained astrology.
I have gained astrology? Oh, I have the skill astrology now. I went to school for astrology. Now I have astrology.
Okay, cool. Gordina College has impressed Legate Orsi.
Legend? Maybe it's legend.
Maybe it is legend. Because that's a title.
Yeah.
And has awarded them with special privileges. You know what? Fuck that college. Gordina. Wow, they have 21 points. Ridiculous.
Screw that, man.
Right?
Obviously, we are not the favorite. Cool. Where are we at on time?
We are 2 minutes over.
Yeah. So what do we do?
I mean, I feel like we've gotten a pretty decent idea of how the game plays out. So...
I mean, there's still like questions on like how does magic work and stuff like that, but I think that's like, we don't have spells yet, so we're not, until we get them, we're not going to find out.
Yes. So I say we leave it up to you guys, whether or not you want us to come back, because this is a bit of an unorthodox Let's Play, I'm sure.
It absolutely is, but we've really hit the tip of the iceberg. There's so much more.
Yeah,
like even just space mechanics speaking.
It may even behoove us to, you and I, like, go in and play this game ourselves and kind of figure out some of the nuances so that we could better showcase them. Because I still, like, with my little complaints here and there, I still think that this game is kind of cool. And I like that there's a lot of moving parts to it.
I think that's kind of what makes it what it is. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Because without the moving parts, it would just be like a lot of text that you're going to be used to seeing over and over again, and then eventually you're going to get bored with the game. There's so much depth to everything you can do that it seems like it has, not only would it take hours and hours to get through one playthrough, but it has all of the replayability.
Oh yeah.
So
definitely.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll cut it here, but you let us know if you want us to continue.
Cool.
Question of the day.
Question of the day. What do you think is the most important component of this game to make it a successful design? I think we've seen what it has to show, so I think it's safe to say what would be the make it or break it at this point.
Heavy question.
Yeah. Well, if we don't come back to it, I think it's better we ask it now than never.
Fair enough. All right. See you around.
Bye, everyone.